What up, y'all? What up, y'all? This your boy, and we back. Oh, damn. Turn the microphone on. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so what we finna do here, finna do this unboxing and show you what we got. Like another one? Yes, another one. Khaled style, you know what I mean? Khaled style. So let me, actually I was gonna do, let me see if I can find this thing. I gotta find my little tripod. I be prepared to shoot the video, but I don't be prepared to shoot the video at the same time. So let me see exactly what we got here. Here it is. So yeah, I did have this little thing here. So we'll put it on there, let it do. Like, I don't know, like you should be zooming in on me anyway, like, right? It's me, Mario, nigga. All right, there we go. Active track enabled. Turn it on in the background so we got the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is right here, game changer, boy. Game motherfucking changer. I love it. I love it. Now, like I said, I still got my other cameras and stuff, but mainly for show, like I always am shooting off this because this microphone attaches to it. I've been thinking about getting a second one if I do like somebody I'm interviewing. You know, back in the day, we used to do the interviews, talking to people about their cars, this, that, and the third, and then I could just hand it to them, boom, hey man, here you go, mic up. So, ain't not that expensive. Probably can go ahead and get one. But yeah, where was I at? Yeah, so basically what we got here, we got a box, and the box says boom. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to read the box to you because it's focused on my face. So it says made in China. So what does that tell you? It tells you that it's made in China. I can't tell you nothing else until we open the box. Until you open the box. Now, a lot for basically, I guess, just, I don't know if I'm spoiling it, because technically we finna open the box and I'm gonna show you what it is anyway, right? So, let's see. Where I put it at. Trying to find my box opening device, aka box cutter. But yeah, pretty much what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna just pretty much open up the box, show you what we got, and then we're gonna go from there. So the box says made from China. It had the part number on the outside of it, or what I believe to be a part number. Part number would be AT01-0844. What does that mean? Ooh. All right. So let me show you what we got in this here Bizox. All right. So let me show you what we got in the box. Ooh, you see that? You see that? You know what them is. So, like I told y'all in the last video, we was gonna go ahead and we was gonna get a harness so we could do what we needed to do. So what I did is I ordered a harness off of eBay. Right? Now they're gonna be like, now, why you just didn't rework the harness? It seemed like the other harness was working, just had a slight issue. Well, the reason why I went ahead and went this route is because The other one really, I feel like there was less to be, like that harness is old. Now granted, yes, it still works, but since then we've worked with quite a few harnesses, ones that have been made by aftermarket and then ones that have been made by, the top of the line. As you know, Dolores has a PSI harness. C10 had like a self-made harness. We did the one for the Cutlass. That one don't have the issue that this other one do, but like I said, that one was the very, very, very first one. And being that these days I do really be busy, this was just something that I just didn't want to have to fool with. So, I ordered this harness off of eBay. I think it was like 65, 70 bucks. I mean, a lot of people like, oh no, the wire. Like, I feel like, so first of all, from looking at it, it looked very much like the PSI harness. So this is one that's gonna take the computer, is gonna put it inside the vehicle, right? So it's gonna put it inside the vehicle, bring the fuse box inside the vehicle. Very, very, very similar to the one that I have, in Dolores. So I was like, it'll clean up the wiring and some other things. Why not? Now, this one that I did order, it does say the LS1 connector. So I did know that. So basically what I'm gonna have to do, or what I've done, is I've ordered the adapters. They go from the LS1 to like the multi-tech truck injectors. I was gonna cut them off and redo them, but I was like, I ain't even finna do all that. So I ordered them so I could plug and play them and put them on there and be good to go. But if you look here, and some people have broken down and be like, oh, these are all the differences. And look, bro, like as long as we put that motherfucker on it and they run it big, then I ain't tripping on nothing. Not Nathaniel, okay? So I'm gonna just, run you through it for what I know it to be. And why, like I said, because I do feel like it was very, very, very much like the one that I got from Dakota Digital. Well, not Dakota Digital, but PSI. So it does come with an installation manual. Before we get into that, LS truck 9906 with the 4L60E standalone. So this has sensor part numbers, etc., etc. Hopefully everything lines up. The only thing that looks different is, I don't know. It does have a cooling fan relay diagram, so I will have to rewire my fan, but I think that was kind of separate anyway. I was only using like one wire at the harness, so I probably won't even have to redo that completely. Just run that wire out of the harness and go from there. Pretty much straightforward. These fuses, we was also talking about labeling the fuses. These, I believe, are labeled fuse 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 fuses and 2 relays, a fuel pump relay, ignition relay. So yeah, I feel like this is very streamlined. It's gonna make shit a whole lot cleaner, even if it is just a $65 harness from the eBizzle. All right, so we're gonna start at this end of the harness, which I believe, being that I done this so many times and I done built a harness, I can really just look at a harness and I can identify what it is. So right here, I can already tell you this is your alternator plug. This one right here gonna be your, is it the MAF? Hold on. So this is like alternator. More than likely, this is like your throttle position. Got some other ones. I'm not 100%. It's been a while. I did just flex my shit like I was gonna name them all off, but it's been a little while. But once I get it laying on the engine, then it should be good, fine and dandy. This is gonna be like at the back I know for sure this is the knock sensors. It's gonna be your cam position sensor. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna lay around this like that. So you got your coil, the main coil joint, all your injector plugs. Same thing on this other leg going down the other side of the engine, and then like I said, the part that comes off towards the front. Now, as you come down the harness, what's gonna clean up a lot of that stuff is just being able to get the power off of here. So this goes down to your crank position sensor. And then these two right here, which is something that I did like about that other harness, is these go to your starter. You know what I'm saying? So these power wires that you need to power everything for the harness, they go to the starter. So it really cleans that up, makes for a really nice, clean installation. And that's something that I noticed in the eBay ad, and I noticed that the PSI harness was the same way. So there's some wires here. Don't know exactly what they're for, but that's what the wiring is for. But more than likely, these are the ones that's gonna have to go into the relay for the what was it explaining? Probably like the cooling fan relay. Oh, so the accessory wire. See, it shows you right there. So brown. So you got the lamp ground for your check engine light. There's a speedometer, attack, fan 1 and fan 2 ground, which is the 2 grounds that you really need, because the ground, when the ground initiates, that's what kicks on the fans. Then you got your parking neutral signal, you got your TCC, got your chassis ground, and then you got your ignition relay. And then you got the PCM connectors, which go there as well. So, like I said, very, very straightforward from what I can see. The detail, they're probably not as detailed as other directions, but they work. Y'all see that? Lights flickering and shit. So yeah, so as you come all the way up, this is the part that's gonna go through your firewall. Now, boom, firewall grommet. Now your computer is under the hood or is inside the vehicle, along with your fuse box, also inside the hood. So now, a lot of that stuff is easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? You hook your constant red wire up, that's gonna give it power there. And it's just gonna make for life being so much simpler. So, I think overall, I mean, it should work. I don't know why it wouldn't. You know what I mean? What is that there? Oh. So that's the screws. So it even got the screws, or it got brand new screws where you screw it into your PCM and all that stuff. So we just got to wait on the rest. We got to wait on other adapters. Once those adapters come in, and we should be good to go. And then this is for the grounds that are in the thing. But it all goes in there. And then you got your check engine light into the harness light. So everything is there, man. And like I said, you know, if you've been rocking with me and you know that they've been doing these harnesses for a while, or people have been doing these harnesses for a while. Like right now, if you go to BP Automotive, PSI, Texas Speed, a lot of them places, man, you're going to pay. How much you going to pay? You're going to pay a grill. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay about $500 for a harness. So I felt, being that I have a harness that already works, and this would be a good opportunity for me to be able to check it and just see if the shit will work, then why not? This go to your transmission. This is speed sensor. So yeah, everything looks to be here and in a good condition. So we'll put that other harness out, get this one put on after we get the rest of the parts in, and we'll take it from there. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this eBay harness. and you let me know what you think. Was it something that you put on your car or no? That's for the O2 sensors. Now that, I forget which O2 sensors I had. Now, if they are not the same connection for the O2 sensors, I might have to switch them, but that's too easy. And, you know, I'll keep y'all updated with any issues that I have with this harness as I'm going through and replacing this harness on the Tudo. And just let you know, if you're thinking about going with this harness, things that you may encounter and, you know, things like that. So, like I said, drop down in the comments. Let me know. Have you ever tried the eBay harness? Would you try eBay harness? If you tried the eBay harness, have you had any issues? And we'll go from there, man. So, appreciate y'all time. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. It's your boy, LS254. Remember, identify your weaknesses, make it your strength. Life is all about choices. Choose wisely and productivity over procrastination. And remember that the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop.